we can take them.
To the grave.
Fair enough. Let's do it. Here goes nothing.
Go for the eyes!
Where do you need us?
Move in.
Mountains will fall, but your backs
What is
won't
it?
last.
Attack!
Building completed.
You were saying? This is it.
Ready? Mountains will fall. Here we go.
Hi. Get ready.
And already they're scurrying off like bloody rats. Cowards.
Hold on. I don't think they're fleeing. They're reorganizing.
Dust and stones. It's a spirit of the mountain. Kill it!
Yes?
One step closer to victory.
The outpost is complete. We've expanded our borders.
This way.
No one lives forever.
Fair enough. Let's do this. Keep it up. Just give the word. Of course. Sounds like a plan.
We're under attack! We're under attack!
Damn it! Healing now!
Yes.
Go for the eyes!
How about some bandaging? No. You were saying? That way?
What's your order? What news?
Our iron stores are low.
What do you need?
I'm always looking. Airborne and ready for action.
Uh-huh. It must be done. You were saying? go.
Argent?
Huh. Interesting.
Is that the best you can do?
Make it good.
Just give the word. We should move. What is it?
Helen's reins. I think that was all of them.
Good work. Rara, what was that?
The answer to your question. Malik just blew up the statue.
So the mad plan worked after all.
We'll see about that. Let's go in. And keep your weapons ready. Stones. What happened here?
That's a lot of corpses.
But Malik wasn't... No matter. We need to find Arrakis. Go.
Sure.
Dust and stones.
Rebellions are bloody.
You were saying?
Nowhere to run now.
All right, here goes nothing.
Beardless scum! You're going to pay! To the grave!
Lives forever.
Your graves are
Consider it done. Fools to challenge us.
That's a civilian.
Let's push on.
Prepare to fight!
The word.
Really?
Gravelly scum. Time's up!
Let's do this.
To the grave!
Let's be quick. You were saying?
Yes?
Stay close. Sounds like a plan.
All right, here we are.
Worried about your brother?
I don't know what I'm worried about. Let's just get...
Okay, let's go in.
As if the castle walls shut out the reality beyond them. An eerie quiet surrounds you inside. No corpses, no fires, no tang of ashes and blood. Only the polished granite tiles and the massive pillars holding up the ceiling and the mountain above it.
Stones, look out!
She's with the red. Cross him.
What's the plan?
Nowhere to run now.
Is that the best?
Crump. We can take them. Move.
Sure.
Fair enough. Let's do.
You're brave, Nicole. Go for the eyes.
Here goes nothing.
Take them out.
What do we have here? You were saying? Let's do this. Tiara's breath. That thing was tough.
A guardian golem. They were made to protect, not to harm. There.
What's he doing?
It's over, Arrakis. Your guards are dead.
It's over, Arrakis. Your guards are dead.
What?
What?
What on Io is this? It's like he's not even aware of us.
Norse claws.
Rune?
The rune Rondar Lacane used during the Purity Wars, remember? The way Arrakis is behaving, this catatonia.
Wait, you mean someone is controlling him?
Circle Mage Iskrim, of course. It has to be Iskrim. He's the only one who knows how to handle the rune.
Guardians. You're right.
Hold on. What the stones are you talking about? Mind control, rune?
No, Rara, you don't understand. Iskrim is the dwarf Wraith saw during the ritual. Look, during the Purity Wars, Rondar Lacane used a Shaper runestone to exert mind control over an influential noble in the north, Lady Myra Utran. Jarrus told me the story. Despite the dangers, Circle Mage Iskrim was fascinated by the technology, and he must have continued to research it.
Then a circle mage did this. But why?
I don't know. But Arrakis must have been a puppet. And all this, the Granite Suns, the...
There's the bastard. Good.
Malik, where were you?
Where do you think? Outside, putting down Arrakis's
That's a bloodbath out there. Was that really necessary?
Aye, but things got messy. But don't worry, it's almost over.
You want to kill him?
Plans change.
Arrakis wasn't in charge of all this.
Mind control, huh? Well, that doesn't change the fact that he's got blood on his hands.
You're starting to sound just like him.
Oh, get off your high horse, Rara. And even then, you couldn't wait to jump ship again and run off with that traitor jet. Now stand aside and let me finish what we started.
No. We helped you under the assumption that you were going to help Windholm, not orchestrate a bloodbath. Arrakis lives, and so will his underlings. In prison.
Don't you dare order me around.
We should move. Say the word.
Let's find this Iskrim.
Are you all right, Rhett?
I'm good. Now,
Thoughts, anyone?
The rune only has a very limited range.
Hold on. Didn't your brother mention something about an odd dwarf going in and out of the tunnels, Rara?
you mean that was him?
It's a possibility.
Right. Well, then let's find the man. I'd like to have a calm and rational discussion with him.
Even well down into the lower layers of the city, the fighting continues. At least, that's what the din of cries, fires, and clashing axes suggests. Rera leads the way, walking fast, her eyes fixed forward.
Here we are. Let's hope we're right, and he hasn't made...
Aye. Let's hope so.
It's not fair. It's just not fair.
Hear that?
Isgrim.
You got it. Out of the way.
Iria?
We know what you did, Isgrim. You used the rune to orchestrate the rise of the Granite Suns.
So, the secret's out.
Stones, why?
Do you know whose grave this is?
How should I know?
It's Gilak Orblade's.
I know who Gilak Orblade was.
He was my husband.
You're... what?
It's true, Rera. I should have told...
So, Gilak Orblade was your... what? Your lover?
Is the idea that absurd? Gilak. All he ever wanted to do was good, and what did he get in return?
I don't follow. King Rorik killed your husband.
Because I wanted to make them see! I wanted to make these stupid, gullible fools who enable people like Rorik and Arrakis to see how endlessly rotten they really are. And it worked, didn't it? All it took were empty words and hatred, and look at what happened. If we dwarves are really that easy to break, that easy to manipulate...
Isgrim, you were also being manipulated.
The God of Light.
The God of Light is trying to re-enter the world. You might not have been aware of it, but the God of Light influenced your action.
What? But... no.
Corrupted or not, I don't give a shit, General. I hope you have a spare cell in the Greykeep dungeons.
He'll be tried and punished.
Do what you want. I did what I had to.
Aye.
Your Majesty, I'm sorry for the delay. There was something I needed to take care of.
You are excused. We were just discussing the events in Windholm. Iria, you say you noticed nothing strange about Isgrim all this time? I am not blaming you. I simply imagine he must have worked on this plan for quite some time before realizing it.
Well, you know how Isgrim is. When he wasn't abroad on his expeditions, he would have had plenty of time to work on this plan of his.
Though that raises the question as to when corruption starts. So was it Sheoldred who put this idea into his head?
Either explanation is unsettling.
Well, unsettling or not, what matters is that we took one more of Sheoldred's corrupted out of the equation. Also, High Hierophant Arrakis won't be a problem any longer.
What will become of Arrakis?
We will leave that up to the Prince to decide.
They are. And just so you know, the Blackstone rebels will stick with you until you've done what you must.
Thank you, Hailstone. I appreciate your loyalty. General Aref, I advise that you set out to the meeting with this man from Imperia as this conclave is concluded.
On your journey to the cave where you are to meet the man from Imperia, your nightmares become worse than ever before. The evening before your arrival, You don't bother trying to sleep at all, but go for a walk around a nearby lake instead.
Well then, according to the ambassador, the Empyrean should be waiting for us further down the cave.
I still have a bad feeling about this.
It'll be all right. Also, Ralkin and a couple of our men are there, in case things go south. In fact, he should be up ahead. Let's go meet him.
Yes?
You know the way, right?
General, good to see you.
Ralkin, what's the situation?
Well, the Empyrean's there. Here's what I suggest.
Good. Yes, that sounds like a plan.
Will do.
No.
Huh. Well then. Nihov, guide your sword, General. We'll keep an eye on you.
General Arab, how long has it been?
Guardians. Kieran?
Do you know him?
He served in my unit back in Imperia.
I wouldn't be here otherwise, would I?
But that doesn't make any sense.
Dead? No, General, I'm very much alive.
What do you want from us?
From you? Nothing. I'm here for her.
Keep your hands where we can see them.
Oh my, so loyal.
Kieran.
You see, when I heard that Her Majesty called you back to Nortander, but no, of course not. She trusted you with her life. You know, we all...
Kieran, whatever you came here for, the Wolfguard's on an important mission and there's a hell of a lot at stake.
Calmly and rationally, my home is gone. My comrades are dead.
Gambled? Look, Kieran...
Oh yeah, sure. How very convenient for you. Guardians! Did you really think you could get off so easily? No, Arab. You have two choices.
What?
Forget it.
Selfish until the very end.
Move in.
Challenge us.
He's dead.
He gave you no choice.
Yeah, I know.
Question is, what are we going to do about his mercenaries?
If they won't be a problem.
Catress?
That's my name.
She agreed to our terms, boss.
Marvelous. I reached out to her right after Her Majesty told us about the threat. Guess what? She agreed.
So, Nortander's safe?
That's right. Everything's hunky-dory. So,
Good work, Catress.
My pleasure. Let's get back to Greykeep, shall we?
Sure, boss. I'll join Ralkin and the others outside.
So, let's address the elephant in the room before we leave, shall we?
What do you mean?
Oh, come on, you know what I mean.
Look, I told you. I don't remember.
I don't think that's what he's trying to say. He means that we still have your back.
Right. And yeah, I know it sounds a tad cheesy, but you look like a sad puppy, so I thought we might as well say it.
That wasn't necessary, but...
Well, fair enough. Good chat. Now, shall we go back to Greykeep?
Kieran is dead. And with him, the last connection to the incident in Imperia. Still, you...
Time to file a report. I should request an audience with the Queen.
So this man hired an army of mercenaries and sailed all the way over from Imperia just to take his revenge on you. That is absurd.
He lost someone and wanted what he thought was justice. Never underestimate the power of grief, Ambassador.
What matters more is that he did not seem to be aware of the influence he was under. Are you sure he was the soul you saw in the tapestry? He was one of the corrupted?
100%.
Just like Iskrim, right? He also had no idea he was contributing to Jakku.
Indeed. Well, I suppose we simply have to take your word for it, Skadar. The Empyrean man has been neutralized, and hence one more corrupted has been taken out of the equation. You did good work, General. The same applies to you, Katras Vertarth. It was wrong to act without our consent, but you saved a lot of lives.
Glad to be of service.
That only leaves us with the masked woman, doesn't it?
Speaking of which, where's Sir Katras?
Well, he was.
I'm right here, Your Majesty. May I present Gilbar Mercal, the archaeologist.
You found him?
In a brothel in Everlight, yes. A lovely chap, he really is.
It wasn't a brothel. It was a bathing house. Now, while I'm humbled to be here, will somebody please tell me what this is about? Why am I here?
You're here because Nortander needs your services. Tell us, Gilbert Mercal, what do you know about the Temple of Light?
The Temple of... Wait. Does that mean you believe me?
We certainly do.
Your Majesty, I don't know what to say.
We know you have. And if your research proves to be helpful, I will see... What is the Temple of Light?
Well, where shall I start? First of all, you need to know that Io is a land full of ancient secrets.
The short version, please.
Fine. You all know about the God of Light, at least since the Purity Wars. It's an interdimensional entity with hostile intentions. What you probably don't know is that Rondar Lacane wasn't the first person to try to bring it into our world. They were the ones who constructed the original gate.
The Temple of Light.
Yes. I doubt that was the name these people used, but according to my research, it's somewhere between the Lorrainian swamplands and Windholm.
So that's why the masked woman is looking for the temple.
With the energy of the Horde of Souls, and as she, the last Shaper, died, they needed another energy source.
I don't follow.
Sadly, we don't think we know. Tell me,
You mean... Oh, Guardian.
Do you think they've located it already?
Now that you mention it, yes.
Then we have no time to lose.
Wait!
Kayawu?
Sir Merkel, you are wrong. The temple isn't near the steps. It's in the steps. It's next to our village.
I'm sorry, boy. Who are you?
Those ancient people you were talking about, they are our ancestors. They wanted to open the gate.
Why on Io didn't you tell us?
Because it's the law. Never, under any circumstances, must the chieftain or his kin reveal the whereabouts of the temple. You just don't understand, General. My father forgave it all.
You hoped we would find the temple on our own?
Yes. That way, I would not have become a traitor.
What's done is done. Just tell us where the temple is.
It's northwest of the village.
Is that wise?
Very unlikely. If they only just stole Mercal's research, it will take them time to figure it out.
And catch them red-handed.
General, you will go on ahead with the Wolf Guard.
Okay, let's get to...
You should. I want you to set out by the next morrow. In the meantime, prepare yourself and the Wolf Guard as well as you can. Everything depends on your success.
As expected, you find little sleep on the journey, and fill the nights with long walks instead. On one particular stroll, you find Kyawu sitting alone on the far end of the camp. You talk far into the early morning hours, sharing your hopes, your fears, and the almost illicit sense that this time, finally, you have the advantage. As dawn breaks and the rest of the Wolf Guard stirs, you feel strangely at ease. Dwarves, Dark Elves, and humans alike, all under one banner? If they can't stop the Crescent, who can? Tomorrow, you'll reach the Howling Steps, not only to stop the last corrupted and with her Jakku, but also to find answers.
Here we are. Can you lead the way to your village, Kyawu? We should talk to them first.
Yes, I can show you. What about the rest of our troops, though? Shouldn't we wait for them to catch up?
They'll set up camp north, near where you said the temple entrance is. We need to cover that ground if we don't want the Crescent to surprise us. Let's go.
That way?